Alright, everyone, shut your butts. Alright, recording is underway.
Interesting.
Audience member, shut up.
No.
Okay, well,
Don't think I
so-
will.
you requested and I have delivered a system whereby if you press any foot or any part of your humanoid existence on this brick, this particular victim, as he's called, will be triggered to do an animation, and this one too, as soon as we add the required elements. Now, let us begin from the beginning. Once you have your animation, what we need to work out is how on earth we're going to link it to this system, right? So, first of all, if you have your animation ID, add it under the animations linked list as a string value, right? I have no one to add right now, but you can go ahead and press that and easily add in the value in here, right?
What does a string value do?
You remember? A string value is basically a key value system, which allows you to store a string value inside of the Explorer view, essentially. So it's a value that can be retrieved later, right? So this is your asset ID, really.
What? Okay, if you dumb it down
But
with an explanation like, oh, string value does this.
well, it's a bit difficult in the sense that it can be used for whatever a programmer needs it to do, right? In this case, it's just essentially storing your asset ID and giving it a special name, the name that we're going to refer to it as later, right?
Okay.
So in this case, let's take the Fonk Walk, which is what these two will be applying, right? We've called this one Fonk Walk, and it has the ID of the Fonk Walk as found on the Creator Hub, right?
Yep.
Then what we do is we where is it? We find the part which we want to collide, which is here. We need to add a collision tag to it, right? I've already set this one up.
Okay.
A collision tag is again a string value, so it's the same thing as before, but this time the specific name of collision tag and the value of the animation as is found in the name of animations linked list. So this here, right?
Keep going.
Yep. So once you've got that, we now need to determine, well, now that we've identified the animation, who are we going to apply it to? And whether there's a timeout. Let's say your animation is very long. You don't want the animation to reset every single time your foot steps on and off that pressure plate, do you? That would just not exactly look right, would it? So, what we need to do is specify attributes. We can do that by pressing the little plus. The first one is a string. Remember to change the type and name it target ID. Now, this particular string value already has this attribute, so it won't let me add it. But that's the point. To add it here and make sure to give it a unique name. In this case, test victim dummy, right? This is the ID that we're going to assign to each of our victims here to tell the system that they are the ones we want to target with this animation, right? And of course, we assign a timeout value of 50, which is roughly speaking about 5 seconds, but to basically prevent that problem of animations restarting every time we put a foot down, right? So, once we've done that, we need to find our lovely victims, right? And for this case, we're using the rig model as our parent, right? And what we need to do is just add as a tag the value of the my brain's forgetting, it's getting late. The name of the ID as we specified in the collision tag, which again is test victim dummy. So let's find this guy here. And yes, he's got a tag of test victim dummy. Now we can add it onto this one too, because this one doesn't have it. Right? Hello. Test victim dummy. Right? And once we've done that, it now has the tag. Now what we can do is go step on that pressure plate. You won't be able to see it on your editor, but when you're in testing,
we can see it in here.
To the stream.
This is great.
Record the stream.
Now your next task is to make it so that you can interact with it with a keybind.
Well, that'll be the next task after I finish another problem. But
Yo, fellas!
now I've done that.
Yo, do it again. Do it again.
Go!
Yay!
Oh yeah. To war.
We do war. We got like
To
50
war.
models. They just funk walk to war.
Yeah, indeed. Indeed.
Does that mean we can apply this to any model now?
You can apply it to any model, whether it has a humanoid or not. But if it doesn't have a humanoid, it's going to just create an animation controller and attempt to play the animation. Now, what that
boy.
means if your model looks like I don't know what is going to be very interesting. So be careful.
Fucking Oshin's model. With a hamster. Or was it a rat? It was a rat.
They're like a
I
prawn.
think it was neither. I think it was a prawn.
No, Thompson, the other guy. The other dude that you're friends with.
Oh, the squirrel.
The
Brother.
squirrels, that one. Yeah, that. Oh, it's just a squirrel he found. Well, thank you for that. The live demo,
Anywho.
Jerry.
Thank you. Why does this have to sound so freaking pop? Like so freaking. What's the word?
Is that all we need to know?
I don't know, something. That's all you need to know if you're going to add an animation for testing like this, right?
If it was a button. So what if we wanted what if we wanted to press E on it instead?
I haven't implemented that yet.